I've heard a lot of people discussing how there's a lot of things going on in the world right now, which is accurate. However, because of that, there's a lot of things not going on in the world. And with it comes, something that people need to be able to do while they're at home for these extended periods of time. And I think that, to my surprise, from what I've seen on Reddit, it seems like a lot of people have went out and bought video game systems, even if they aren't gamers. Maybe there's someone that hasn't owned a console in a few years, and before this all started, they went and picked up a video game system, ultimately causing, Xbox Live to crash and whatnot, just from the number of people trying to get on, which I think is absolutely amazing. And you can say what you want about GameStop obviously fighting to try and stay open, because we don't know if they would survive, if they would be closed for too long of a period of time. But I think that the way the video game infrastructure exists and works really lends itself well to being an outlet that people can have during a time like this. And I think that YouTube has been crucial in this as well, because for a lot of YouTube channels, it seems like it's kind of been business as usual over this period of time, and that's almost kind of a good distraction to have. So my point to make here is I have no idea what the sales figures have been on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One this month, and we probably won't know for a little while yet, but I have to assume that at this stage of the game, say a few months really away from releasing their next generation consoles, that the sales figures on the Switch, the Xbox One, the PlayStation 4 this month they've got to be higher than their manufacturers ever anticipated. They have to be higher because of everything else going on in the world and different things that I'm observing where it seems like people are taking an interest in these consoles that otherwise would have never had an interest in them. And I think that's going to have a ripple effect on what happens next as far as the next generation of consoles go. We don't know if they're going to have their release dates changed. I would assume they're going to have the release dates pushed back, but for whatever reason, both Sony and Microsoft seem to be going business as usual, and they're giving the impression that these consoles will release on time. And of course, you take a look at like the NBA Twitter account or any other sports network's Twitter account, even the day before or even hours before the league came to a complete end, they were tweeting like it was business as usual. So these companies, I guess, have done a good job not foreshadowing that anything was going to go south before it actually did. So pretending that the consoles release on time, my speculation is that due to the increased sales at the tail end, potentially of the lifespan of the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, I think this could end up resulting in more cross-generational game releases, meaning the games come out on the Xbox Series X as well as the Xbox One, which I know was Microsoft's intention from the start. Now, I know that wasn't always Sony's intention, but I do think that because of this boost to sales at the end of the lifetime of the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, that maybe they will continue to be supported longer than we initially assumed. Of course, just because a next-generation console comes out at the end of 2020 like it's supposed to, doesn't mean that the Xbox One's immediately dead in the water. But I think we may see it supported longer due to an increase in sales at the end of its lifespan, if that is actually what happened. And of course, I'll be excited to see those numbers when they do come out, because I really do think that there has to be a definite bump there because of everything that's going on. So thank you guys for watching. I'm Bailey. I will see you in the next video.